Yeah, that someday you will die. And many other such profound reflections come from the archetype of the crone, the dark goddess, the one who initiates, the one who's so fierce, yet so beautiful that you can't look away, the one who is profound terror, a walking nightmare, and yet totally captivating, because it is a reality of life, one that we numb ourselves to, one that we drown ourselves in addictions to escape. But that's neither here nor there, because while you're drowning out your miseries and forming codependencies, who's losing out? Whose time is ticking by? Yours. The dark goddess is your best friend, because she shows you the value of your life by realizing how finite it is. Once you come to the acceptance that this life is not going to last forever, despite some moments dragging on painfully and almost endlessly, then you enter a new terrain, one where there's freedom and motivation. Freedom because you can finally go ahead and cut off those people you've been waiting to cut off, the people that you hate. You can finally quit the job that you feel dread waking up for every morning. You can finally realize the importance of a legacy for your descendants. Because you are finite, but your lineage may not be. The dark goddess is connected to roots. Remember, you as you stand right here are the roots of the next generation. The more firmly you are embedded in the ground, the more firmly you're able to confront reality, the better your ability to pass on some principles of success. And mind you, not just mindless, crippling success that comes with consumption or indulgence. True, lasting success that comes with braving this world and all that it has to offer. Being able to hold your head up despite knowing that you're working sometimes with very severe limitations. The crone goddess creates an abandon, a feeling of euphoria that comes not from escape, but from understanding. They often say that when a woman is past an age where she can bear children or has to please men is usually when she feels she can be truly comfortable in her own skin, wrinkles and all, and just think about who she is. That enjoyment, that unbridled laughter, whatever person you might be, whatever you identify with, you could use a page of that book, you could borrow from that, because the lesson doesn't just stop there, it's so profound. It teaches you to laugh at yourself, to not treat your success as permanent, and to not treat your failures as permanent either. Because everything can be taken from you in the blink of an eye. The blink of an eye is all that it takes to uproot everything that you've known, all the beliefs that you've held for certain, that you thought were unshakable, anything can happen in an instant to cause all of that to tumble. And then what is your foundation? And then where does your strength come from? Well, the Dark Goddess teaches you that your strength comes not in numbers, but it comes from the solidity of your own character, of your awareness of yourself, of your comfort with your flaws, of your comfort with the limitations you work with. Because remember, limitations don't mean that you've hit the end of the road. Limitations mean it's time to get creative and it's time to get crafty. The harsh truth of life is that we can't all be winners all the time because we live in a dualistic world. So when you're down and out, are you going to look at it as a blow to your ego, which was created to give you further entrenchment into the illusion of your limitations? Or are you going to take the failure for what it is, a gift? Ingenuity comes not from times of abundance. Ingenuity, invention, wisdom come from strife. Sometimes abundant blessings are a person's biggest curse because they're so lavishly fed, they're so lavishly clothed that they can't see beyond those things anymore. They become enslaved to those things. And then what is the use of that person anymore? What is their duty? Are they able to do their duty? Are they able to put themselves aside for a moment to think about the people that need them, the people that they need to serve? Even in positions of power, service is crucial. You are either of service to those that need you, or you're of service to a principle that's going to cause you to crash and burn. Limitation introduces us to our other best friend, discipline. Limitation introduces us to another friend we don't like. Well, which is the very act of sacred rebellion. Too often, we're all used to leading discourses on being unique, being different, and all the while, we go back and do the same things that we do every day, knowing damn well that it's not going to make a difference in the long run to anyone except our fragile egos that have been satisfied with a 2-hour rant. So what's it going to be? What's it going to take for any of us to realize that to make a real change in this world, we need to first change ourselves at our core? And that comes from respecting who we are, what we have to work with, the ancestral line that we come from. The act of cutting something off is sacred because when you say no to something, you create the scope for saying yes to something else. And that something else could be greater success. You're always communicating with the universe. Just be mindful of what you say to it by way of action.